Wake up with Carson Daly.
Our first guest.
The most famous pop star in the world.
She's won 5 Grammy Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga!
Hey, this is Lady Gaga.
9:35, Carson Daly and Lady Gaga. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you? Long time no talk. Nice job at the AMAs yesterday. Congratulations. How did it feel?
Thank you. It was so much fun. I had a great time. It was a really good night.
For anybody who didn't see it, Gaga did, and Angie, I know you saw it. She had a whole kind of vibe with R. Kelly, like the JFK Marilyn Monroe sort of themed rendition of Do What You Want. It was really fun to watch.
It was a whole story. It was cool.
Did you, Gaga, do that because the anniversary of his assassination was on Friday? Was there any connection to that?
No, actually, we didn't want to make any sort of comment about that. We were trying to actually steer the performance away from Marilyn. That was my attempt.
Oh, really? Well,
you did do a very good job.
You failed.
Pretty terrible attempt at trying to. But it's really more just about, any kind of scandal. I mean, there's been lots of scandals in the White House, but there's, scandals everywhere else, in pop culture and celebrity life. And, so I was, doing sort of a comment about this. And me and Robert love writing stories, so we spent a lot of time together writing the story and rehearsed, and we had a great time.
Yeah, you guys have a great chemistry. Seems
do.
like a nice new friendship formed, and certainly musically works quite nicely. What a singer he is, man! I'm just glad to see you help bring him back to the forefront. Listen, while we have you, I do want to say, you and I spoke at length when Art Pop came out, the record before it came out, about what you were achieving to do it. I'm sure I wouldn't have to get into this, but I'd only be willing to bet that you and Interscope and your people went round and round about this record and your attempt for it to become this wonderful 360 artistic expression that transcends just music. It's a lofty thing you wanted to do. They probably wanted more radio hits, etc. But here you are with the #1 album in the country. So congratulations to you. And what does that feel like? A little bit
Thank you.
A little bit of
It feels great.
Yeah, a little I told
I'm
you
so happy. Oh, well, I mean, I don't like to say that.
You could think it, though. It's okay.
It's like, it doesn't matter. And also, it's like, the truth is the label really loves the album, and I actually designed for the album to be played on the radio, and I think that it should be. I don't think that it is not radio friendly. I think that it's just pushing the envelope a little bit, and there's plenty of songs on the record that are, catchy and hooky and all of that. And I think it's just more that radio has a particular format that
you wanted to achieve so much more with it. You did. The Art Pop movie that came out is really great. And there's just so much to it at a time when your contemporaries are just kind of putting together, records. And I was just happy for you that you were able.
Thank you, Carson.
You got the #1 album in the country, and good for you. And by the way, your performance on SNL, may I say, was outstanding. Listen to this, Angie, if you missed it.
But aren't you starstruck? Seeing as you're in the company of the Lady Gaga.
How much fun did you have doing that?
That was my idea.
It was so funny.
Oh, you were great.
Well, yeah, that's me as old Lady Gaga. That's how I used to be.
It was fun. You didn't even look like you were looking for the cue cards. You played the Apple Genius Geek. You were great on that. You look like you really just were having a good time.
Oh, I was having a great time. Yeah, it was so much fun, and the cast is incredible. And, I have so much respect for them because they're actors in New York. And I grew up in New York, and I was a working musician, actress, go-go dancer, bartender, waitress for a really long time. Yeah. And so, we all were in there talking about our old jobs.
Right.
We used to wait tables and how we're there together. And, I don't get to make a lot of friends all the time because I work a lot and I'm kind of insulated, which is, good and bad. But, they've been like new friends for me.
Yeah, you could relate to that group.
It was great. Yeah.
It was great. That November 16th episode, by the way, the highest rated episode so far in SNL this week. So, I mean, you really seem to have
that's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's not really. It was great. And when it's good like that, it just, it's no wonder that it was number one. Well, I hear a lot about you.
You know what's so funny, Carson? That's exactly what I said when I was leaving to go on stage for my monologue. I looked at the television and I said, well, I hope they turn the tube on. And then I just went right out to go do my monologue.
Well, they did.
That's what I said to everyone.
How was last night? What did you do after the show? Anything noteworthy for us?
I usually, but I wasn't staying there, so I haven't been there for a while. So I thought I'd go for a drink and went with Robert R. Kelly and the House of Gaga and the House of Dr. Kelly.
Right. Yeah.
And I just had a drink. We had a bunch of drinks and just had a nice time. And we were all in bed kind of early, though, because I'm actually on my way to Tokyo now.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm going to head to Tokyo and go see my fans and perform there. And
hey, Gaga,
I'm really enjoying it.
Why was there an issue with Katy Perry's Unconditionally, speaking of Japan? I guess it was controversial. Did you catch any wind of that? And what can you tell me from where you stand?
I don't know. They're saying that?
Yeah, this morning they were saying, I don't know, because the whole, the geisha outfit.
We didn't get it either.
It was controversial. Yeah, it looked like a good performance to us.
I don't know. Maybe it's because unconditionally means you're supposed to love no matter what, and geishas are paid.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's. At least you have something. I have no idea.
Something in there.
I figured Katie loves the Japanese culture, and it was a nice homage to it. And then this morning, of course, everything's controversial. I don't get it.
I think people are generally too sensitive, and they should just leave her be. But that's. I'm not really the person to ask.
How are you doing otherwise? Are you happy? Are you a lot of travel? When things are busy for you?
Although it is nice.
Total dead spot, LA, right?
Yes.
There's a spot I was talking to yesterday on the PCH where it becomes, where the 10 becomes the PCH. There's an overpass right there.
Right, if you go in that tunnel.
Dude, it's like a dead spot every time. I'm on the phone. I'm like, always when it's an important call.
It's probably going to die. Okay, I'll call you back.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, Gaga. Are you there?
I'm driving through the force fields of Los Angeles.
Yeah. No problem. I was asking, then we're going to let you go. I know you got a long flight ahead of you. Just how you're feeling personally and generally. Feeling good right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm very happy that the album is out, and my team is really great. I'm really happy. My fans love the record, which always is important to me. And the thing that I cherish the most is when I see the community of them still alive, because that's what I look forward to, which is my live shows. And I guess my Roseland shows in New York are selling out like crazy, and I'm just feeling very, very happy, because that's really what I love to do. Is I love to be in show business. I love to perform for people, and so I can't wait to bring my tour back to America. We're going to be announcing it very soon. I'll make sure to call you, Carson.
Yeah, call. And when you make the announcement, I want you to make the announcement as old Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to go, hi, Carson.
That won't be a problem.
All right. You're the best. Well, listen.
I'm going on tour next year, and we're announcing something in December.
All right. Listen, I'm sorry you can't be with your family on Thanksgiving. You'll be in Japan, it sounds like, but we'll be thinking about you, and we're thankful for you around here at Amp Radio. Gaga, as always, thanks for the call. And congrats on Art Pop, #1 album currently on the Billboard Top 200. All right, have a safe trip.
Thank you so much. Bye, Carson.
Bye, darling.
The most music every hour with Carson Daly, 97.1 Amp Radio.